Hello YouTube, this is Akuma Soul of the Otaku Clubhouse, and let's just get straight into it. Hawkeyes are the final brave, Mr. Bancho Gato. Let's just talk about all the BS that we've kind of been ignoring this whole time. Number one, let's talk about the fucking shitstorm that continues to swill at 505 Games with Mike Zymont.
Mike Zed?
Yeah, let's just get this out of the way. So, Mike Z decided that he was going to just be like, fuck it, we're all done. And so did everybody else at 505 and Lab Zero. And Indivisible, the game that a lot of people crowdfunded and a lot of people were hoping would be the big RPG, the big Western anime/cartoon style RPG that everyone was looking for. Turns out most of those characters, including Shantae and a bunch of other cameo characters, aren't going to be in the game now, because after the recent update that comes out on the Switch, they're done. You're not getting any more updates for that game. It's over completely.
Yeah. And like last time we mentioned Mike Z, we said we wouldn't mention him again. And so unless something big happened, and I suppose this qualifies, it's just more of his bullshit. His bullshit combined with him laying off everybody at Lab Zero means that Skullgirls is dead. Well, I wouldn't say dead. I would say as of now, hopefully Autumn Games will be able to get a new developer, and then maybe it will get a fifth chance at life.
a fifth chance at life, because like, fuck, Skullgirls has had probably the worst luck of all fighting games. Like, some people may say Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite had bad luck, but it was a Marvel vs. Capcom game, and it was not a great game, but it still fucking had the name value. Skullgirls...
No, it was a good game. We're going to get sidetracked. It was an ugly game, but I think the gameplay was better than Marvel 3 and Marvel 2.
Well, it still falls under the fact that Skullgirls has probably had like the worst luck, like ever since the minute that it was fucking released. Because when it was released, I don't know if everybody remembers this, but they didn't have a fucking move set in the game. If you wanted to look at the move list, then you had to go online and view it.
Print separately. Out a PDF.
Yeah, and if I'm remembering right, a certain somebody made a joke about that, like, well, you don't just get all the movesets in the arcade, do you? Around that time, but I don't know if that guy's still around. Anyway, let's also just jump over to the last bit of bullshit that's been going on. This started up over, like, I think maybe 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago. I'm not sure as of time of recording, but a bunch of people on 4chan got told by somebody in a thread that two people from Funhouse, well, one from Funhouse, one from Achievement Hunter, Adam Kovic and Ryan Haywood, had been messaging fans, and possibly one was messaging an underaged fan. So, yeah, as the world continues to spin, famous people continue fucking up by fucking around.
How come nobody learned from Pro Jared? Jesus Christ.
I think that a lot of people have really bad vices, and when they get money, they're gonna use that to secure vices. If you was smoking crack when you was like poor, if you get rich, you probably still gonna be smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? If this nigga probably always had these tendencies, and he just got caught because somebody exposed him.
What tendency are you talking about?
Messing around, despite the fact that he's married, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Both of them are married. Both of those guys are married.
I'd like to think that, your little wee pie slice of fame is what fuels that, because then you naturally get people messaging you. So if you decide to reciprocate and you didn't look at the past and you failed to learn from it, that's on you, dog. Even if you didn't do anything, even if you didn't solicit nudes, you didn't solicit sex, even if whatever you were doing was just like the flirtation, whatever, and it comes out, it's still you taking advantage of your fans. And we have agreed, we as in the collective will of the internet have agreed that e-celebs don't get to do that. Even if it's supposed to be private, it will get leaked because you're fucking with your friend. You're fucking with your fans, dude.
What about real celebs? What's currently going on with all your favorite real celebs?
Real celebs can do that just fine. What are you talking about? You seen Jada Pinkett Smith? Jesus Christ! And then Will Smith came out with a fucking damage control video, and he's like, "Guys, I'm not crying. I just have a condition where my eyes get dry, and it just looked like I was sad." And, Jesus Christ! No, shut up. Shut up.
Man, all right. Maybe I'm putting myself on notice, right? Listen, I might be saying something crazy. Stop me if I am, right? But unrelated to the situation, right? If you become famous or rich, right, and you have a consenting adult sending you messages, if you both adults,
if they sending you messages because of your fame and you know that and you reciprocate, that is, as people like to say, that is a power imbalance.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, but it's two consenting adults.
Yeah, but if you get exposed, then you're going to look like the bad guy. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, look at how people are treating Leo right now. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, if you're famous, why shouldn't you be able to use that to get ass? I don't understand that. Like,
you can do it.
Listen, you can do it. As long as you're not like, oh yeah, if you want this role, you gotta come over here and give me a little love. You know what I'm saying?
Again, it's
because like, as long as it's two consenting adults. Hey, you're this famous guy. I want to fucking like a bitch come up to you, be like, hey, I want to suck your dick because you're famous. Okay, I'm about to get my fucking dick sucked. You know what I'm saying? You're about to catch a. Is this a violation?
You probably you're gonna have to take that to an out of court settlement.
Look, look, it ain't a violation as far as I'm concerned. I'm just explaining to you where all of the fucking people are going to be freaking out and they're going to be like, well, if I was in that situation, which half the time people who are like, if I were in that situation, you would never be in that situation. Not because you wouldn't, not because you would be able to figure it out, mostly because you're assuming that you're going to be the eye of everybody's, what's the saying? The apple of everyone's eye? No.
Think of it less of being a famous celebrity whose your fame is based on you as a person. Whereas if you're a member of a group like Rooster Teeth, or in Pro Jared's case, it was Normal Boots, and then you are doing, and you know, add on the fucking I'm married in a relationship multiplier, right? And then you're doing these things with fans, it does not reflect well on your fucking corporation, your fucking company. So of course they gotta disassociate from it, because what does it seem like? It's just like, oh yeah, we just the fucking raving lunatic fans who just like, oh, I would do anything just to talk to this person I've been following for years, and then they were like, you could do more than talk. Nah, that shit doesn't fly. It's kind of like a college professor having a relationship with one of their students, even if they're both adults.
Nah, I disagree on that.
Why?
100%.
Why? What's the difference?
Because a fan of Rooster Teeth, or some sort of company, or, actor or whatever, bro, that's not education. That's not, I'm in this class and I have to pass this class.
Nigga, it's college. You're paying them. That's basically prostitution. You're getting a bonus.
No. I'm saying, listen. No, I'm saying the college one. That's one I understand. I understand why that's a bad thing.
It's
but
the
I
same.
don't understand.
I really feel like it's the same.
I don't think so, bro.
Well,
right. Okay, right. Listen, what's your favorite? What's your actress? If you had the chance, bro, you would be in there. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I got a few, but I got your point taken.
All right, so your favorite actress, right? She's fine. That like you've been thinking of this bitch so fucking like, oh my god, oh she's so beautiful, she's gorgeous. If I just had one chance, and you slide into the DMs, she like what she see, and you be like, hey, I just love you. I loved you in this music video, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then one thing leads to another, and you do your thing, she do her thing, and then you go your separate ways. Would that be a bad thing?
I
You're
mean,
two adults.
she is
She's
taking
rich, like
advantage
she's
of my
fucking.
thirst, and in this scenario, she would be messaging like a dozen other dudes the same
But
shit.
you're both getting something out of it. You're both getting what you came for.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that's a. Why is that a bad thing? Why is that something
because
that somebody
unlike
should
an
lose their fucking
actress or
like?
well, more like an idol, unlike an actress or an actor who represents themselves, you being part of Funhouse, even if you're the one who co-founded the group, it makes the group look bad.
Okay, but I don't understand why people will say that's like an imbalance of power and this makes you a predator.
What did
Or
you think
something
of the
like that,
Pro
right?
Jared thing, where he was like, "Oh yeah, all my fans can just send me nudes. It will be a nude
Well,
party."
you already know what I think of that. I think that nigga Pro Jared is. Well, first of all, I hated that nigga before this shit came out, bro. I never liked Pro Jared, right?
So, removing your bias, what do you think of the Pro Jared situation in which he was not only he was not only interacting with his fans who wanted to get explicit with him, but he was soliciting it, which is very similar. Like obviously, no actual stuff was taken from the fans in the case of what just happened. It was actually him sending the fans nudies of
Were they
himself.
18?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay,
the one who was sending
it is
nudes
what
was,
it is. If they was 18, well, first of all, hold on, listen. It was immoral because he was married and in a relationship. That's that. Let's get that out of the way. Sanctity of marriage should not be broken. Okay. But aside from that, which that is a big thing, that is a very big thing. That is highly immoral, and Project should be ashamed of himself, and his wife should divorce him and like
I mean, I
take
think
his
Pro
fucking house.
Jared. This shit happened 5 years ago, dude.
That's what I'm. No, it wasn't. It was like last year. What are you talking about?
yeah,
bro?
don't do that. It's not that long ago.
It feels like it.
Right. Let's get that out of the way. But I think if you use what you got to work with, as long as you're not trampling on nobody's rights and not stifling people's potential, right? If you the boss at a company and somebody who work under you, like you trying to get the person that work under you, and you like, oh well, you wanna be get a promotion? Well, you gotta go and promote these nuts.
Okay,
or
what if
something,
they
you know what I'm
not
saying?
doing that? What if they're just like, "Oh, you secretary, I would like to ask you out on a date." But that's the thing. That's why people say power imbalance, because there's like this inherent, even if nobody says it, even if nobody acts on it, there is this inherent thing where, like, college professor and a student, even if they're not, sex for favors or whatever, even they're just legitimately going out, there's still this inherent thing where one is in a position of authority or admiration over the other.
Well, I think that if it's a fan and creator scenario, I think that's nobody else's business. I really don't. I think that it's not nobody else's business if they're in a relationship or sending news to each other, whatever, as long as they're both adults, right? But if it's in a job or a school, then that's different. It's a conflict of interest.
I do agree with you as far as you say it's nobody else's business. However, the point I was making by comparing to Pro Jared is that you should expect it to get leaked. Anything you send on the internet, if you're fucking famous, you should expect it to get leaked. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, when it came down to these guys, though, the big problem was the fact that, and I don't remember the exact thing, I'd have to look a little bit more into it, but definitely when it came to Ryan, a lot of people were thinking like, damn, and this is a guy who always pushes forward like, oh man, I love my family. My family's the most important thing in the world, posting pictures of his wife and kids. And supposedly, when it came to Adam, his wife knew about it and was okay with it. Supposedly. But the big problem that came out after what happened with Adam was the fact that just about everybody at Funhouse at that point, like as soon as that happened, they were like, they're going to stop following him on Twitter and everything. One of the guys that they had on there all the time was just like, yeah, fuck that guy. And he was like, yeah, I'm never going to work with those guys again.
To me, that reaction is kind of fake, but I guess you got to put on airs.
From what he said, it wasn't even because of that. There was another thing that happened probably behind the scenes. And you know how fucking behind the scenes drama is. You will never really know exactly what happened. So
there may or may not have been a fist fight over Smash Ultimate.
All right. That was a nice little preamble into some more happy, upbeat news, right, guys? Let's talk.
No, because I wanted to talk about Monster Hunter next.
That's very happy. Everyone loves Monster Hunter, right? Right? Best-selling Capcom game, right?
So there's two. Well, yes, one of the best-selling games in history. So there's two things about. Of course, we talked about this on the last podcast, but there was a little bit of an update. If we had just kept our fucking mouth shut, we wouldn't have to talk about this twice. But the first thing is they did the final trailer, and it was kind of fucking. What's the word? I don't want to use the word cringe. It was generic. It was
corporate, out of touch,
soulless,
misinformed.
No.
Soulless, yeah.
Maybe soulless, but it wasn't like. It's not out of touch. I mean, the premise is out of touch. The whole thing was like, we're in Iraq, we're in the desert, we're in the military. Oh, man, Delta Team just disappeared. Their tracks just disappeared. Whoa, no, there's a storm coming. Oh, no, we've been isekai.
Dude, straight up, if you would have put half of that movie trailer in without the monsters, I would have thought it was the early parts of the first Transformers movie.
This basically is Transformers.
It is Transformers. Like
Tony Jaa is Optimus.
Wasn't what's his name in Transformer 2? In Transformers?
Who?
T.I.?
No.
Alright. I thought he was. It's been a while since I saw the first Transformers movie. I actually like that movie, by the way. I know, ooh, it's bad, Shia LaBeouf bad, ooh, etc. No, but I actually like that
Michael
movie.
Bay explosions. But finish that thought. Come on.
No, it's just fucking. Look, there's nothing wrong with every once in a while just sitting down to watch a good old brainless explosion. You know,
summer Hollywood action flick.
Yeah, it's fine to sit down every once in a while and just watch people fucking screaming as the fucking Gatling gun rounds fall at their feet and they're just lighting up like an entire row of generic enemies, and it's just like some black dude. He's
Yeah, it's good when it's a good movie, but not
some more to
Michael Bay Transformers shit.
You're one of those people. So more to the breakdown of the trailer. Mila Jovovich is she looks like she recovered from terminal cancer. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying the way she looks. Like in this image I posted, she just doesn't look great.
Look, the trailer itself doesn't look great. Let's just get this out of the way. The Monster Hunter trailer looks like it could have been a trailer for anything, for literally anything else, because it's your typical fucking we're military people. You got the tough lady, and she's the tough older white lady, and she can hold her own, and she's just as tough as the guys. Then you got your Officer Johnson, who his entire personality is that he's a black military man. Then you got like 6 Chet Brodies walking around so that they can get killed off as fodder, and then
that they can be like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. And then they're like, no, Chet! And Chet falls off, and then he fucking gets eaten by a monster or something. And then I think, you said they have, what's her name in it too, right? Lady from Fast and the Furious?
Maybe, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, to be honest.
I don't blame you. Look, it looks like the CG for it is not bad. I think the CG for it is good. The monsters look pretty good. And someone made a very good point about this. I'm happy that we're finally at the point where we can have big CG monsters in daylight.
Yeah.
And we don't have to fucking look at just fucking Godzilla 2000 monsters where everything's dark and you can barely see them because the CG is so bad.
So,
but
the worst thing about this movie, to be fair, is how accurate it is. You know what?
What did you just say?
How accurate it is. All right. The reason being is that the director, Paul W.S. Anderson, claimed it's going to be one of the most accurate video game adaptations ever. And to his credit, in the trailer, when they showed some of the weapons, like the great sword and the longbow and the and the dual blades, they were pretty accurate. As in, they were gigantic fucking Hulk hand toys that did not look good in the hands of real humans.
Yeah, but don't they also have a Rathalos that's fucking like 3 football fields in length?
Yeah, there is a gigantic Rathalos, and I mean, that is kind of like unheard of as far as the game goes, but I get it. For scale, for you to have like a primary antagonist of the movie, and for it to be the most iconic monster and the flagship monster of the series, you would have to use a giant Rathalos.
I stand by
it is what it is.
I stand by what's going to happen. Go ahead.
What else could you use? A fucking Anjanath? That's too strong. They wouldn't be able to beat it.
No, like, you can have an Elder Dragon, man. You have Zora Magdaros. You can have
No, the Elder Dragons are something that are going to be saved for the part 2.
Yeah.
Well, I certainly hope this movie does like shit and they don't fucking subject the world to another one. Dude.
Well, Resident Evil didn't do like shit. You already know the name alone. The fact that Monster Hunter World is so ubiquitous and sold so well is that a bunch of casual people are just going to watch the movie. And you know what? They're going to be okay with it because they're not like diehards. They just played the game like a couple hours and they're like, oh, that was cool. It's weird that the game doesn't go past the ancient forest or anything.
This is also the kind of movie that does gangbusters in China.
Yeah, true, because there's only one black character in it and he's light skinned.
Yeah, and they can just cut out all the scenes with him in it or shrink the screen whenever he walks in.
Plus, there's no skeletons, there's no spirits, there's no...
Ooh, you know what? You
bears?
just hit the bear.
There's no bears, there's no friendly bears that eat honey.
I see what you did. Very fun. Anyway, no, but this movie and Paul W.S. Anderson Paul W.S. Anderson doesn't have a great track record with adapting these movies, but they keep getting made.
Like, bro, he has 7 fucking Resident Evil movies and none of them are accurate. So from his perspective, he's probably right. He's like, oh, none of the other video game movies I made have been very faithful.
Yeah, so he doesn't really have too much to worry about. When does this movie come out again? Because I'm assuming that the entire point of releasing this movie right now is like it's going to be the only one in theaters.
I'm not sure. It's supposed to come out this year, but I'm not sure on the exact date.
December 30th, it looks like. That's only like this year.
Winks at the camera.
But yeah, it looks like the entire point of it. Hang on. I didn't even notice that.
What?
I was just looking at the production companies, and one of the production companies for it is 10 Cent Pictures.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm so sick of China, dude. They gotta go.
Let's see, what else did they have their hands in? They also had their hands in the Mr. Rogers' Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood movie with Tom Hanks.
Really?
Yeah. With Bumblebee, with Wonder Woman, with Terminator Dark Fate, with Venom, and this is going to make you especially happy. Get ready for this, everyone. They also have their hands in the upcoming Top Gun Maverick movie.
Well, that's why they fucking had to remove the flag patch from Maverick's shoulder on his jacket. I think he had a Japan patch or something.
Well, yeah.
But I'm not going to go watch it. I'm not going to go see it now. Thanks for letting me know.
I had no idea Tencent even had their hands in things like this. Then again,
I know
they
bro, Chinese money is all over Hollywood. If you take a stand.
When was the last time you seen me go to see a fucking movie, dude? Exactly.
I've never seen you go to see a movie. In fact, pretty sure that you've lied about every movie you went to see in your life.
In fact, I'm pretty sure that Hawkeiser doesn't even really exist outside of this video. Can anybody prove that he really exists as a person?
Well, see, the thing is, right? I already know a new Top Gun is going to be trash. Why?
Weren't you excited for it? You were legitimately excited for
it. Before I learned that Chinese influence is going to fucking shit on the movie. They're going to have
how does your brain
the fucking
work?
American aces jobbing the fucking...
Well, that's a Top Gun. You can't really argue with that.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
I mean, that's what's going to end up happening, though. It's going to be just like Independence Day, where they had that one random Chinese model in it just because they were like, oh man, she's really pretty and Chinese people really like her. So
Will Smith dies off screen in a routine training exercise.
It's like, why would you market Independence Day to China? It's fucking Independence Day.
It's supposed to be America's movie.
They don't even know what the first word of that means.
You know what they should have done? They should have marketed Independence Day to Taiwan.
Nah. They would have actually killed Will Smith.
All right. Enough of the movie business. I fucking hate movies at this point anyway. Let's talk about some of the fighting game shit. So, I think we mentioned it last time that that they were putting all these characters back into Mortal Kombat, specifically Rambo, Melina, and Rain.
The Prince of Edenia.
So they did release the trailer for Rain. You know, it's pretty great.
No, it's not.
I said it's pretty great.
It's pretty
just
great.
The fact that
not.
Just the fact that they have brought back characters. I know people were fucking losing their minds, begging for Melina, and I don't know. Are there big Rain fans out there? Probably. I get it. Purple Rain, haha, very funny.
There's more Rain fans than certain other ninjas. Apparently.
No,
damn, why are you talking about Tremor like that?
I'm talking about Reptile like
about
that.
Rain, dude. Rain is a bitch ass character.
Why are you talking about Chameleon like that?
Who asked for this character, dude?
It's just.
I bet y'all niggas didn't know he was in Mortal Kombat 9. Bet y'all didn't know that.
Didn't know what?
Knew what?
That Rain was in 9. He was as DLC.
No, I did know that.
I wouldn't know that
of course I did. What are you talking about? Scarlet was in 9 as DLC.
Everyone's favorite character.
Nobody cared for that fucking character, bro. I'm so sick of these fake characters getting in over my nigga Smoke.
No, Smoke is in. Smoke is in. Just play Shang Tsung. And then...
No, that's not real Smoke. That's Shang Tsung putting on his fucking
VTuber gear. Oh man, that would be cursed, dude. That nigga being like, "Your soul is mine," while he's pointing at Hachima and fucking Kiryu Koko.
Nah, yo, just fucking, he's fighting Liu Kang, and then he swaps to Kiryu Koko and starts doing the dragon twerk on him.
Child.
All right. But yeah, they had.
Taiwan is a country.
They showed off the trailer for these. They showed off the trailer for Rain. They're probably gonna have the trailer for Melina pretty soon. I don't know what they're gonna do with Rambo, but he's Rambo. Whatever.
I'm your worst nightmare.
Hopefully, he'll have a Rocky reference in there. That'd be pretty sweet. But that would just.
Why? Why?
Because he's Sylvester Stallone.
Well, as long as you have Sylvester Stallone on the payroll, and you could like turn Jax and you give him a rocky skin because he's the boxer character.
Oh, they could just give Jax
but he's black.
They could just give Jax a fucking
What are you
It would
talking
make
about?
more
They
sense
have
to give him
premium
a
skins.
Apollo.
They
Just
have
give him
premium
Apollo.
skins.
Give him an Apollo costume.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That would be too much like TJ Combo.
More news on black fighting video game characters now. Isn't she
Giovanna
Brazilian?
is black. Giovanna is
A
black.
girl named Giovanna is black. She's fucking Italian, retard.
Motherfucker,
How
you
is she
act
a-
like
she
a
is
name.
not
You act like there
Italian.
aren't fucking names that are out there that just instantly make you not black.
That's a pretty fucking Italian name.
Like-
I've never seen a black person named fucking Giovanna.
I never seen another black person named Felix. Well, that's a lie, but I don't know what your point here is. I've never seen
My
a black
point is that
person
she's
named
not black. She's
Nagaru.
Italian. But Nagaruyuki is clearly black. He has the corn, or he's the fucking dreads.
Well, according to your logic,
Black.
he can't be black because I don't know
He
any
can't
other
be
black
black.
people named that.
Giovanna does not look black. She looks Italian. She looks Mediterranean.
She doesn't look Italian. What are you talking about?
Italian.
God, bro. She's Italian.
She's
Italian.
first of all, she's American. She's not Italian.
She's Italian descent.
No, where are you getting this from? Her bio on the website.
Bro, she's not black. Does her bio say she is African? Does her bio say that she was born and she drunk fucking grape Kool-Aid?
You fucking stupid, man. Jesus Christ. Just like,
Anyways,
you are the most damaging thing to fucking black characters, man. You.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you
no,
are.
Listen, no, I'm not.
She
Let me
looks
tell you
black?
why. No. I think you are.
so
I
I
think you
think
are,
she's
right?
black.
Because when I see a black character, actual black, I'm okay. That's a black character. Okay. Right, but when you see a black character, oh my God, she has the melanin in her skin.
Says the person who
You
calls
do
fucking
the fucking
Dingo
soy
black.
face. Dingo is fucking
Dingo's
black.
not black.
How can Dingo be black if he's got the same skin tone as Giovanna?
No, he's darker, bro. This nigga's clearly black.
No, Giovanna is black.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
She's at the very the most I can concede is that she's like Puerto Rican, bro.
You heard it here,
what is your
everybody. Once you hit a
race,
certain
dude?
skin tone, you cannot be black, according to Hawkeiser.
I'm-
Regardless.
Listen, all right. She's not black. Nagaruyuki is the black character of Guilty Gear Strive.
What are you talking about? There's also Ram. There's also Potemkin. There's four
Okay,
black
I will
characters.
disagree with you on Ram, though. I think you're crazy.
Are you stupid?
What's the difference between Ram and fucking Giovanna?
The fact that Ram is literally a fucking weird clone monster. Her skin's only that color because some fucking weird shit went on with her fucking cloning.
Well,
or
that's
whatever
what
the
they
fuck
said
they
about
are.
your fucking ancestors, okay? They said your skin's only that color because they're fucking demons, okay?
No, my
Jesus.
skin is only my ancestor skin was only that color because the white man raped all of my family. That's why.
Akuma, you're not even white, dude. God.
I know I'm not white, you stupid idiot.
That's not the joke he was making.
Jesus Christ.
We are off base, dude.
There's something wrong with
New
you,
fighting
dude.
game,
There's something wrong
new
with y'all
Guilty Gear
people.
character, brand new. Giovanna. She kind of looks like a King of Fighters character.
Yes, specifically like Vanessa. Well,
Vanessa and fucking fused with Blue Mary.
it's so fucking weird. Like it's that weird thing in fighting games where everybody kind of has like a certain idea and like it gets swapped around. So it's just like how in like you have Lily in Tekken, who shares a lot of similarities with Karin, and then you also have Mary Rose, and it's like you can see the throughput between all three of these characters, even though they're not exactly the same. You can see the fucking blonde-haired character doing all of these specific type of kicks and or what's that martial art that Karen does?
It's the same one that Akira uses.
Yeah, but it's like you can see that like everybody kind of copies off pieces from everybody else, and you can see like, man, these characters all just kind of have a lot in common. But
There's probably some 60s anime that's like the godmother, like the archetype started there.
yeah, most likely, especially when it comes to fucking Giovanna, because she's just like she has kicks, and then she has the big dog, and she's like got the fucking business casual thing.
Yeah, the breast suit.
Yes, the breast
the
suit.
dress.
No, that's what it should be called, a breast suit, because it's
her
just
shit
like...
is held together by a single fucking button. If you slow down the trailer when she does her super at the end, you can just see like there's a single button holding all of that in. Like how?
Yeah, she's like, you know where the throughput for that kind of makes me think? Kind of like Bullet.
Yeah, Bullet is black too.
Bullet is not black.
You reaching, dog.
We gotta make a discussion about this.
Well, you know what? That's actually a good thing, because you and I were thinking of doing a reaction to that one video about positive black characters in anime and whatnot anyway, right?
Yes.
Nigga who made that shit is fucking retarded, dude.
There was a few niggas who made that shit, okay? And referring to them by that is, you know what? I'm gonna stop using that word.
No, you're not. Why are you lying to everybody?
Next up.
Well, you might have to stop using that word with the way things are right now.
Yes. Because a new PlayStation 4 update, which presumably I believe is going to carry over to the PS5. Now, people can record you and report you to Sony, and you can get banned for stuff you say in party chats.
Yep.
And the reason being, I believe the reason that they're doing this is that there's going to be some feature on PS5, some super like subtle fucking infiltration feature where you're always being recorded.
No, that would be ridiculous.
I think that why else would they make this change? Because basically, they're not saying that they're recording you at all times on PS4. They're just saying that now they will allow people to record you. Like, because before, remember, they have a setting where it's like, no, you can't record me in a party. I don't give my consent, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. But now it seems like the update changed that so that what you're saying is recorded even if you have that setting turned on. So if they report you, then Sony has the ability to listen to that recording and get your audio from it.
I have to assume that this is being done automatically. There's no way that Sony is going to set up like 400 or 500 people to just sit down and listen to the possibly thousands upon thousands of recorded audio hours sent to them a day just to hear if somebody says the N-word.
Oh my God. Is that why they have the feature where you can say, hey, PlayStation, play this game, so they could get their fucking voice recognition software perfected?
Well, voice recognition's been pretty strong. I mean, you remember when we were using Skype for a while and we were testing out like the transcripts thing, where it would transcript everything that you were saying into text, and that thing was damn near perfect. Like, it could even pick up when you said certain words, like, in other languages.
That shit was scary. We're never going back.
No.
You think Discord not doing that shit?
No, I know Discord.
Come on now.
Discord, just somewhere, somebody's just reading a screen and says, I know Discord is. And they're like, hit the red alert button.
You just hear a knock at my door and it's just like, sir, can we have a minute? So... But I remember this being the biggest problem with somebody else in here immediately, because I was like, oh shit. Somebody in here probably going to end up getting fucking banned within a day. Have you been banned yet, Hawk?
No, but my take on this is tech companies gotta go, bro. These niggas really think that they can just fucking eavesdrop on your private conversations and ban you for fucking wrong speak? Come on, dog.
Excuse
Give me
me.
a break with this shit.
Raise his hand. Actually, they have the right because you signed their terms of service. So,
well, terms of service aren't necessarily legally binding, dude.
What do you mean unnecessarily?
I said they aren't. No. I said they aren't necessarily legally binding.
Yeah.
It's like if I made a terms of service that said, by playing this game, you forfeit your life entirely to me, and you are now my slave. Like, come on.
It's actually specifically because so few people read the terms of services that the terms of service has lost all of its meaning in court.
Right.
Yeah, but the fact is that if they have the right to ban your account if you violate their rules, like that's. I mean, the only way you can get that changed is by going after their pockets.
I don't think that anyone's ever going to be able to get in the way of Sony so well that they're going to be like, oh no, we can't possibly stop them. We have to remove this feature. They don't fucking care.
I don't care. So the moral of the story is, you don't want to get banned. Don't do party chats with people who are going to report you. And the other moral of the story is, you control people by reporting them. Long-term friends, just report them, get them fucking banned. Don't do that to me, guys.
I just keep thinking about it now because when was this idea first pitched? I remember somebody actually mentioning this idea maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. 3 maybe a bit much, but maybe about 2 years ago, that like it's going to end up getting to the point where people are going to get banned for what they say on PSN as opposed to messages. And now it seems like we're just about there.
And we're going to start seeing a lot of... I think they're probably going to have to take it to court, because that is a vast overreach of...
Who is going to take it to court?
Like, who...
I don't think they can take it to court just based on the fact that somebody has gotten like banned or something over that. But you want to know what will get it taken to court? If a kid gets involved.
True.
The instant that like a kid goes on there and he's saying the N-word or some shit and then he gets banned, then like somebody's parent, some fucking Christian mom from out in the Midwest is going to be able to take it up there and fucking argue that Sony is taking away his freedoms or some shit like that, and then we'll end up hearing about it. It'll probably turn into a class action and whatever else. I doubt that it would go anywhere, but you know.
High-powered delusional Karen, my son would never use the N-word. Man, we literally have him recorded. That's not him.
Well, I think this might be a hot take, whatever, yada yada. But I think you should be able to say whatever you want, aside from planning illegal like crimes.
I mean, people used to plan illegal crimes back on the PS3 on PSN.
But
yeah, we were in those.
You should be able to say
what.
Don't say this.
What is this weak shit, nigga? What is this weak shit? Hold on.
You know, with certain.
I don't
people.
know. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what you talking about. You talking crazy.
I'm not saying we were in it. I'm not saying we're accomplices to it, but
But what I'm saying is, I think you should be able to say whatever the hell you want in a private chat among. And if somebody don't like what you say, they shouldn't be able to report you and get you banned for what you're saying, right? We got thousands of ways to block people. You have ways to mute people. You should use those functions before snitching and getting somebody's fucking console banned, right? You shouldn't have that fucking ability to do that. And moderators or whatever, PlayStation, shouldn't be exercising this ability. You got better things to do than fucking ban people for being in a private chat.
If you have already accepted the possibility that you could get banned just by messaging a stranger, then I don't think this is not a reach further than that. This is actually just doubling down on that idea.
So basically, just don't go screaming the N-word around in Call of Duty. I know that's hard for everybody.
Fuck off, dude.
It is what it is, and we'll see what comes of it. People are claiming that they are getting banned, but there's no way to verify that.
Yeah.
And if you were getting banned under this system, that means it's your own people, dog.
Yeah.
It'd be your own boys.
Like, it's not that they're, at least as of right now, it's not like they're just going around and fucking, oh man, we're just gonna ban anybody who says anything and we can hear all of the fucking chats. It's like, you have to be reported.
Yeah.
I really don't think so. I think they're probably listening already, and then they're putting you on a fucking list, right? And then as soon as they get a report, we got him. We got him, Chief.
I don't think they're always recording.
All right.
That just wouldn't be feasible.
All right. Enough of people getting banned. Let's hit up these last few news stories. Let's make this quick. I'm enjoying the new season of Fall Guys at this point. I think that all of the stages that they added in are fucking great so far. I haven't run into one that I particularly don't like, even if some of them piss me off, especially when it comes to climbing. I think anything climbing related, because they might have changed the physics on that slightly, has been a pain in the ass, but I still have fun with the levels. So they also announced with season 2 that Sonic the Hedgehog tie-in is coming in, much like with Ninjala, which also has a Sonic the Hedgehog tie-in, which fucking weird.
Yeah, but he's kind of expensive. You need 10 crowns. I bought the Sonic head, but I can't afford the Sonic butt.
You can't afford the Sonic butt?
That's
no,
what they
Felix is
call
all
it.
about the Sonic butt. What do you think of the new levels, Hawk? You played a little bit with me and Felix.
I mean, it's still a fun little time waster. It's not bad. I don't like how expensive all of the cosmetics are. You gotta, like Felix said, 5 crowns for a head, 5 crowns for the pants. Trash, dude. You gotta win that much, bro. I suck at that game, bro.
Yeah,
I have like 3 crowns since I started playing.
I kind of respect it because instead of in-game currency that you have to pay a premium for, like certain other games, you have to earn your crowns. Therefore, everybody who's got these premium outfits, they earn it unless they're on PC.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, but like Fall Mountain is pure RNG, dude.
Nah, kinda.
The only one that I've won on so far has been the fucking spinning thing at the end.
Yeah.
Like, other than that, I have not won a single fucking game. Like, I don't fucking know how people do it all the time, but either they just have they have Domino's luck, or they're cheating. I know on PC these motherfuckers are, and I question some of the shit that I see in PS4 Fall Guys, because you just run in and then all of a sudden somebody's flying overhead because they were launched all the way from the back of the stage forward.
That might be the new physics thing that came with season 2, because we saw somebody like pop out of a group and then bounce against one of the billboards that are outside of the map and then pop back into the into the fucking stage.
But yeah, the physics feel a bit better. Fall Ball feels infinitely better. Fall Ball used to be the most annoying thing in the world, and it still is, but it's just slightly less irritating now.
The only thing they need to fix is the lag, because the lag makes the tail games like unplayable.
Yeah.
And I guess just keep adding more stuff.
Yeah, like what they've added in this season, if they continue on to like season 3 or whatever, I'm very much looking forward to continuing to play this game. Apparently this game will outlast the Avengers game at this rate very easily. Which at this point, like, I keep checking, like, I'll be honest with you guys. If that game ends up as like $30 or $20, I'm gonna buy it, because I played the beta and it seemed fun. I'll probably not have anybody to play with unless I can trick Gato here into playing with me. So, I mean, look forward to that, I guess. Let's see. And since we're already talking about Marvel, let's talk about the biggest news from Marvel probably in a while, since the rest of Marvel seems to be down for the season. There's a possibility that we reported on... Well, I say we reported on. It was reported on last 2 weeks or 3 weeks that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield may be joining Tom Holland in the next Spider-Man movie. And it just seems like it's getting more and more possible. Everybody really seems to be talking about this.
I think this is pretty much confirmed with the leaks we talked about on the last podcast, and the rumors that happened before that, and the fact that these two actors famous for their portrayals of Spider-Man have both signed on to the same movie. It seems like Spider-Man 3 / Spider-Verse is definitely happening at this point.
I think that's awesome. I'd be happy. I really want to see like, I want to see them like having had continued Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and like it's like the old Spider-Man, kind of like how he was in Spider-Verse, like a much older Spider-Man where he's just kind of like, man, this superhero shit is really tiring, bro. I just need a nap. And then Andrew Garfield can come in and everybody can be like, oh my god, your hair is beautiful, or whatever his Spider-Man trait was.
And he can be like, I think, this is gonna sound bad, but there was a good, like, he was pretty good in the last 5 minutes of Amazing Spider-Man 2. So like over 4 hours, there's a little glint. So
oh, you want to know what I would like to see? I would like to see them do something with that Paul Giamatti as the Rhino thing that they had at the end of there.
Oh, that was such fucking clickbait, or if you can even call it that. That's like fucking fake advertisement. It's like, because that shit was in all the previews. It's like Spider-Man going against the Rhino, and then you watch the movie. It's like, when is this gonna happen? It's just, it's the end of the movie. The credits happen.
Yeah, they actually had they had more in the trailer of what was gonna happen than what actually happened, which is fucking like, how did this even get through? Who fucking allowed this shit? I've said this before, but Amazing Spider-Man 2 is probably like the worst superhero movie I've ever watched. And not because fucking it's bad, but just because sitting there and fucking watching it, it's just fucking dead.
Shooting out the web, and the web unfurls into a little hand that tries to grab.
Yes, we know. Gwen Stacy, haha, she died.
Yeah, she was there before she hit the ground, haha.
The sound effect also didn't help that when you just heard that.
That was comical, dude. And the last story.
What else?
I can't believe the last story, which I can't believe this shit. Genshin Impact has made the context. This is a free game. This is a free-to-play fucking game. You can download it for free.
That's been out for
Genshin
how long?
Impact.
It's only been
that's
out for
been out for like a month. Has made $100 million.
Money.
I just want to say, anyone who spent money on that game is a traitor to their fucking country, dog. That's all I got to say.
Unless
bro.
they're Chinese, then they're a patriot.
Unless they're Chinese, then y'all are so-called patriots. Bro, I had to delete the game, bro. I can't do it.
You delete it? Why?
I had to, bro.
Why? You were just telling me the other day we should keep playing and get the multiplayer.
Damn. I guess it's just gonna be me and our boy. Shoutouts to Raven.
Shoutouts to our boy Queen.
I can't even comprehend how. I understand it is a gacha game, and a lot of people playing it have never played gacha games before. But I get it. Most money in these gacha games comes from whales who spend fucking hundreds or thousands of dollars, and most people do play for free. But that's just an absurd number. I don't fucking get it. Well, I get it because the rates are actually pretty low. Yeah. But jeez, God, how the game hasn't been out that long? How did they make so much?
It's because people, like I said, the reason that the gaming industry is trash is because niggas who will fucking get suckered into paying for shit like this. Paying for a fucking JPEG, or in this case,
well, it's a real game. Yeah, 3D. That's the one caveat.
It's like a real game, but it's boring. It's boring.
It's not boring to people who've never played a game like this. That's
maybe
where they made all the money from.
Imagine all of the games that you like, right? What's your favorite game, Coma?
Tales of the Abyss.
That doesn't count. Felix, what's your favorite game?
I don't know, dog. I don't know.
You don't know? All right, well, you don't like video games.
I don't have favorites. I have like a top 5.
Well, my favorite game of all time, Zone of the Enders 2, also known as Zone of the Enders, the second run on the PS2.
with a not
That
black
game,
guy as the protagonist.
did that
With an
game
Inuit
reach
guy.
100 million sales? Hell fucking no, bro. Hell
Well, it
no.
didn't reach 100 million
That's a
sales.
Okay,
niche
all right,
fucking
okay,
game.
No, no,
okay.
it
It didn't reach. It didn't reach getting $100 million.
yeah.
Okay, and even though that's a masterpiece, one of the greatest games of all time, top 5 games on the PS2, easy. Genshin Impact,
Top 5.
On
it's
a
nothing.
PS2.
Yeah, that's a fucking. That might
Genshin
be a bit of a stretch, bro.
Genshin Impact is nothing. It's a generic ass game with fucking generic anime titties,
You know,
and people eat that shit up.
Well,
I was just trying to justify this in my head.
I think.
I think. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say. I think Gato already explained it. It's the fact that it's just Fate Grand Order, but with actual gameplay.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I was thinking about it just now. If you're like, you come from the perspective of like, well, this is a free game, and in my head, it has the quality of a game that I would pay $30 to $60 for. So I don't. So in my head, I will justify spending money on it so I can get extra rolls, right? And just imagine like the amount of people who did that, and then some of them got addicted. That's all it takes. If you got fucking, I don't know what the numbers are on this, but I'm gonna assume that millions of people downloaded this at least, and some of them, got hooked to it, and they're like, you know what, I can justify throwing down money because that's how gacha games get you, because they're free, right? It's just like gambling, right? It's just like fucking a crack addiction where your dealer gives you a little bit to start for free, right? Because he knows you'll be back. He knows it. You don't know it. You're just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna try this fucking crack. Next thing you know, we've seen that. We've seen that shit. We've seen The Wire. But
Shout out to my nigga Dookie.
but yeah. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, well, this game is free, so I feel good about spending $5. And then your fucking your grandma calls you like, why do you have 15 charges of $5 to the credit card? It's just like,
Listen, if anybody who is listening to this has ever opened up a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or baseball cards, then you know the fucking rush that you get by thinking, I'm going to open this and get my special favorite something or other, and then you're like, shit, I didn't get my special favorite something or other, but I got a super rare of some other thing. But maybe my favorite something or other will be in the next pack.
Better try again.
Yeah, and then you just keep trying and trying. This has always been my general rule if it comes to a free game and the game has microtransactions. Never spend more than what you think the game is worth. If you think that you're playing this game and you're like, this game is fucking great, I would have paid at one point, if it were cost $60 for it, don't spend more than $60. Once you get to 60, stop. Just stop. Just realize that you've paid for that game and that everything that you've gotten out of it at that point was worth it. But if you fucking download the game and you're playing it and you're like, man, this game really isn't worth it. I would only be playing it if it were. I would only be playing I would only be playing it if it were free. Then just don't spend money on it.
I can't stop after I dug myself in the hole. I can't stop because I will lose the value of my characters that I have created so far. Yes, that's why I just need a new support. And just imagine when the DLC comes out, right? When the new characters come out and they like power creep everybody else. Yeah, I'm thinking Genshin Impact is gonna it's gonna be around for a long time.
Oh, absolutely. It's gonna end up probably getting like a second Genshin Impact at some point. Like there's gonna be Genshin Impact 2 or version 2.0.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's about it for the day. Anybody got anything else to plug before we get out of here?
I have a new video coming up, probably like next week or something. It's not gonna be involving video games or anything. It's gonna be kind of a motivational video, and I think people who have good taste will enjoy it.
Sweet
This is the
delish.
first time I said anything about it. Even it's exclusive. Even these guys don't know about it.
Yeah, and I did not know about this. Okay.
And me and Hakaiser have been playing Resident Evil 5. I've been recording it, maybe we will post. I did try to live stream it the first day we were playing, but because Spectrum, my ISP provider, my internet service provider, it's been fucking up and like throttling me. I don't think streaming's in the works, so recording it is, and you might see some of those videos up on my channel.
Also, keep an eye out on our channel for the rest of these sink or swims, because we've just been posting those, and there's going to be a lot this season. Like, there's already a lot of animes that are coming out because they've been kicked out of the last few seasons because of the etc. going on. So, all I'm saying is, look forward to all this upcoming stuff. All these upcoming sink or swims.
All right. I think that's about it. So let's wrap this up, gentlemen.
Gentlemen. Ain't no gentleman here.
All right. See you guys.
Take care, everybody. Goodbye.